tornadoes that tore across the middle of the country late Friday, killing at least 22 people. The images of the twisters themselves as they plowed through heavily populated cities like Little Rock. Their terrifying power, like when this one swept across a road in Iowa. But just as staggering, the sheer number of them. Take a look at this map. More than 60 possible tornadoes touching down across 10 states, from Iowa to Georgia, each one of them leaving their own trail of destruction. In Wynne, Arkansas, the police chief says it was total destruction throughout the town. In Sullivan, Indiana, the damage stretches for miles. At least 3 people were killed there. Last night, the race to get to safety. Today, the race to find survivors. Our teams are spread out across the region, and we begin with Emily Ikeda in Little Rock.
Tonight, the death toll continues to climb after monstrous storms and tornadoes tore through the country's midsection.
There's huge debris in the air.
Among the hardest hit states, Arkansas, where authorities report at least 5 dead from ferocious tornadoes.
I just couldn't believe that my community was hit so hard.
This high school in Wynne shredded and neighborhoods reduced to rubble.
Oh wow, so the roof's just completely blown off.
In Little Rock, residents taking stock of homes completely destroyed. Randy Ripley has lived here for 25 years.
I've lived here all my life, and as many tornadoes as we had across the state, it's just still a surprise when it's yours.
The severe weather spawned preliminary reports of 60 tornadoes across 10 states since Friday. At least 22 people reported dead, with 8 lives taken in Tennessee, according to emergency officials. The storms particularly dangerous because they hit in the dark of night.
My fiance was standing in the door, and he heard a loud gush of wind, and he told me to get the baby. He said, get the baby and get down.
The extent of the damage in places like Tennessee's McNairy County still being assessed. The storms yielding stunning moments caught on camera in Iowa as an ominous funnel formed, debris swirling midair. And in Sullivan County, Indiana, the damage stretching for several miles.
Everybody was running to the basement, and we got down there, and I heard glass shattering, and when we come back up, everything was just gone.
Oh my God. Guys, it went right over.
Back in the heart of Arkansas, the number injured already topping 50. But authorities acknowledge that toll could be even steeper.
I think the real story here isn't the damage that happened, but it's the heroes that were born out of the tragedy.
Heroes like Bill Torrey, who stepped outside of his running store to pull someone to safety as the tornado violently raced over them.
All of a sudden, it just exploded inward. And next thing I know, I'm laying on it, going backwards in the store on the ground.
But tonight, he's one of the lucky ones, as once more, so many have fallen victim to Mother Nature's fury.
And Emily joins us live from Little Rock. Emily, the damage to homes there just extraordinary.
Absolutely, Jose. This is just one of more than 2,600 homes and businesses damaged here in Little Rock. The now confirmed EF3 tornado just obliterating the roof and the walls here. Residents left to salvage what they can from the tangled mess that remains. Jose?
Emily Ikeda in Little Rock, thank you. As Emily mentioned, the city of Wynne, Arkansas, about 100 miles northeast of Little Rock, is the scene of some of the worst destruction from these storms. Blaine Alexander is there tonight. Blaine.
Well, Jose, this is what's left of a gift shop. It operated here for 26 years. Today, the family who owns it tells me right over there, that's their home. They were getting ready to move in just next week. In fact, when you look along this street, you see much of the same thing. This is just one small snapshot of the devastation here in Wynne. Today, rescue crews spent much of the day going from house to damaged house, trying to make sure that there was nobody trapped inside. We saw people, we met people who were doing what they could to clean up the devastation. One man told me that this is the worst storm he's ever seen blow through his hometown. Jose, I spoke with the person who owns this building right here. He tells me that this house stood for 100 years and it's gone in an instant. Jose?
Blaine Alexander, thank you.